Yo, what is going on, guys? Plunge here, and welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be watching When Pranks Go Wrong. This video is made by They Will Kill You, so make sure you go to their channel, you hit like, you subscribe, because they're the ones who made this video. So back in the day when YouTube was YouTube still. So before there were boxing matches between YouTubers, before there were diss tracks, prank channels and prank videos were the thing. So it's very popular to do pranks. You could see them in your feed everywhere. Prank this, prank that, couple pranking each other and whatnot. But there are some cases where those prank channels go to the extreme, like beating up someone or pretending to beat up someone and then it going wrong, they get beat up instead. So that's what we're gonna watch today. We're gonna be watching When Pranks Go Wrong. This is gonna be a very interesting video. I wonder how stupid the pranks are gonna be in this. I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. So without any further ado, let's go watch When Pranks Go Wrong.
Number 11. Train derailment.
Train derailment?
In July of 1982, a group of teenagers in Fairlawn, New Jersey, pulled a
very
prank
old,
which had devastating
1982.
consequences. They threw a railroad switch, which caused the train to fly off the tracks at 50 miles per hour, and then crash into the wall of a pasta factory. The train conductor was killed instantly, and over a dozen passengers were injured. The derailment also caused property damage in excess of $5 million. A few of the teenagers were tried as adults for manslaughter and sentenced to 5 years in prison. Upon their release, one of the deadly pranksters, Peter Wade, would go on to become a prominent Wall Street analyst, as well as a film director. Based on what he and his friends had done, Wade wrote and directed the movie Tracks, which was released in 2005. Number 10.
Okay, hold up. Let me get this straight. I thought we were gonna see some YouTube pranks that ended up, being harmful to the one who did the prank. But this was insane. This was long before YouTube even existed. And how do you consider that a prank? That's just killing someone. So basically, what those two teenagers did, they pulled the switch, like I think immediately before the train is okay. So the train was going fast, and then they pulled the switch, causing the train to swerve quickly, which causes it to lose control and crash to the building. Do you even consider that prank at that point? It's just straight up killing someone. This is horrible. I did not expect we're gonna see this type of prank on this video. Jesus Christ. Okay,
Jeffrey
number
Charbonneau. 10. On Thanksgiving Day 2010, Jeffrey Charbonneau and Nicholas Bell were staying in a mutual friends as their homes had become overcrowded with visitors. While Charbonneau was sleeping, Bell decided to prank him and took what he thought was a loaded BB gun. He then pulled the trigger and the weapon produced a deafening sound. Excitement turned to horror as Bell realized he'd just shot his friend with an actual firearm. The .22 caliber rifle ended Charbonneau's life as he'd sustained penetrating injuries to his chest.
Oh,
Bell
in the chest!
Immediately called emergency services.
This guy aimed
a trial
for the chest.
in which he pleaded no contest to manslaughter, simple assault with a weapon, and reckless endangerment. Number 9.
Stupid
Garrett
fuck.
Hurst. In June of 2019, a teenager killed his best friend in a Dukes of Hazzard prank gone wrong in the parking lot of the Crow's Nest pub in Nuneaton, England. 19-year-old Garrett Hurst jumped on the hood of his friend's moving car. Harrison Walker, also aged 19, kept driving, and Hurst lost his balance. The teenager fell from the vehicle and the front tire went over his head, causing multiple skull fractures and a devastating brain injury.
He's dead.
Walker and several others lifted the car and dragged Hurst out. Unfortunately, he sustained a critical amount of crushing damage and was pronounced dead 3 days later. A trial followed the incident and speculations arose that Walker would be imprisoned for dangerous driving. However, he was given a 12-month prison sentence, suspended for 2 years, and was banned from driving for 3 years. Number 8. Jeannie and Mary Shea. In 2011, Ohio teens Derek Greenlee and Seth Stonerock posted on Facebook about their latest prank. It involved wrapping a stop sign in plastic to the point that it was barely visible. While to them it probably seemed like a harmless joke, their actions would have dire consequences Sisters Jeannie and Mary Shea, both in their 80s, were out for a
no.
drive and didn't see the covered stop sign. They drove straight through and an SUV, which had the right of way, crashed into them. Mary died at the scene while her sister was pronounced dead at the hospital. Both teens were charged with involuntary manslaughter and tampering with a traffic control device. Greenlee's case would eventually be dismissed since it was claimed that he'd only purchased the wrap and hadn't actually covered the sign. Stone Rock would serve 8 months of a 4-year sentence.
Okay, hold up. What went into your mind doing that? Oh, let's cover a stop sign on the road where people drive and where accidents happen all the time. Oh, let's cover the stop sign. That's a great idea. You just killed like 2 old ladies. Those street signs are there, or like, okay, street signs, I don't know what to call it, driving signs or whatever. Those are there for a purpose, so they could warn people to slow down or to stop. Why would the fuck would you cover it? Why would you think that's funny? Do you think, oh, he kept going, he's still driving, oh, what an idiot? No, that's not funny. Jesus Christ.
Number
Oh,
7,
Number
Daddy
7.
of 5. In
Daddy
2017,
of 5.
Maryland couple Mike and Heather Martin temporarily lost custody of 2 of Mike's children after their family pranks were deemed abusive. The couple ran a YouTube channel called
there we go,
Daddy of
YouTube.
5, which had amassed hundreds of thousands of followers. Many of the pranks that the Martins played on their children were questionable. They involved older children cursing at their younger siblings or playing games that resulted in them hitting each other. The stunt that caused the strongest reactions from viewers was called the invisible ink prank. It involved Heather spraying fake ink over her son's carpet and then blaming him for spilling it. The woman and her husband's staged anger involved screaming profanities at the children and his brother while accusing them of lying. Mike, at one point, threatens to sell off all their favorite toys. The children begin to cry uncontrollably for several minutes before the prank is revealed. YouTuber Philip DeFranco is credited with shining a light on the channel's
good for you,
troubling
Philip.
content. Once the authorities got wind of it, they found some of the videos to be disturbing and exploitative. The couple was sentenced to 5 years probation on 2 counts of child neglect each. Custody of 2 of the children was returned to their biological mother, and the Martins were forbidden to make unsupervised contact with them.
Okay, that's good.
Number 6.
Don't allow them to
Pramila
take
Lal.
care of the children anymore.
In 2013,
Pramila
a teenager
Lal.
was fatally shot as she attempted to prank a family friend in Longmount, Colorado. 18-year-old Pramila Lal's family had recently moved, and friend Nerek Galley was keeping an eye on the vacated house. At the time, the 21-year-old was playing video games with Lal's younger brother. Just before 8 p.m., the teenager snuck into the home and hid inside a closet. Galley
Why would
heard a
you think
noise
that's a
and
good
believed an
idea?
intruder was on the premises. The man feared that burglars had targeted the home after they'd gotten wind that the family had moved. He grabbed a handgun and started clearing the house. Then, as Lal jumped out of a closet trying to scare him, Galley pulled the trigger. Lal was shot and sustained severe injuries from which she wouldn't recover. The girl's family, as well as the authorities, viewed what had happened as a tragic accident.
Oh,
Number
boy.
5. Randy Lee Tenley.
This is nuts.
In 2012, Montana man Randy Lee Tenley was killed after he tried to trigger a Bigfoot sighting. To pull off his prank, 44-year-old Tenley donned a military-style ghillie suit, which is a type of camouflage outfit that's made to resemble dense, thick foliage. Tenley then emerged from the woods on a dark stretch of highway. The middle-aged man was struck by 2 different cars, each driven by teenage girls who were presumably terrified by the sight of him. The consecutive collisions proved fatal. It wasn't disclosed whether the man, reportedly part of a group of friends who set up the prank, had been
Jesus
drinking.
Christ.
An investigating highway patrol officer told a media outlet, "This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen."
Exactly. That sums up everything we've seen so far. This. Why? Why, people? Can't you just stay in your house? Your house? I can't speak. Can't you just stay inside your house, do something fun, or just go lay in bed, eat some chips while watching a damn movie? Why do you have to pretend that you're fucking Bigfoot and scare off 2 girls, causing them to drive off somewhere and kill themselves? I'm losing faith in humanity each time I watch this. Let's continue.
Number 4. Adrian Broadway. In February of 2014, a teenager from Little Rock, Arkansas, was fatally shot in a prank that involved
another
toilet paper
shooting.
in a car. 15-year-old Adrian Broadway and others in her group were trying to get back at a teenager who'd pranked them on Halloween. They pulled up to their friend's house and threw mayonnaise, eggs, leaves and toilet paper on a car in the driveway. As they were getting ready to leave, 48-year-old Willie Noble came out of the house and opened fire on their vehicle. One of the bullets struck Broadway in the head and she was later pronounced dead in the local hospital. It was reported that Noble hadn't called the authorities after opening fire on the teenagers. He was later charged with first-degree murder, 1 count of a terroristic act, and 5 counts of aggravated assault. Noble was subsequently sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Oh boy, why
Number
do you
3.
have?
Alexia Morano.
Is that just a common theme? People just have guns on their disposal, like they can just freely shoot someone. I mean, I know how controversial this is. I'm not gonna go deeper into that topic, but that's just insane. The fact that he has a gun and he can just, you know what? Never mind. This is getting too controversial. We're here to watch pranks gone wrong.
On January the 22nd of
I know
2020,
this.
Toronto-based
I know this.
YouTuber Jason Ethia posted a video claiming that his girlfriend at the time, Alexia Morano, had died. Ethia, better known as I'm J Station, claimed that Morano had been killed by a drunk driver. He uploaded videos to his channel of himself crying beside a roadside memorial, which the 29-year-old had set up for his allegedly deceased girlfriend. It featured a cross with her name on it, as well as flowers, battery-operated candles, framed photos, and a teddy bear. The clip received well over 1 million views. The YouTuber subsequently uploaded a video in which he tried to contact her via a Ouija board. Meanwhile,
Using someone's
Morano was
death.
alive and well. Ethia eventually revealed it to be a hoax, much to the discontent
Using
of his
someone's
followers,
death
who felt the man was
to
trying to
gain money
exploit
and
a
views.
tragic scenario for views. Morano's parents were also outraged by the disturbing and distasteful content. In the scandal's aftermath, Morano moved out of his apartment. Ethia defended his actions by saying that he'd been trying to help his girlfriend, who he claimed was in a dead-end job, by promoting her on YouTube. On January the 26th, he released a video crying and apologizing to Morano's parents, but also claiming that because of the prank, there was a warrant out for his arrest. However, the Toronto Police Service refuted the YouTuber's story. Today's topic was inspired by Instagram follower Spectre Nova. If you have
good for
any
you.
other topics you'd like to learn about,
Spectre Nova.
subscribe and let us know in the comments section below.
Also do
or
that to our
follow
channel.
us on Instagram.
Follow our
and
Instagram
reach out
page
to
and
us there.
subscribe, guys.
Number 2. Mark Drews. Mark Drews was fatally shot in 2004
Another
while
shooting.
trying to
What
pull
the
a
hell?
prank, which involved ringing someone's doorbell and then running away.
He got
Drews
shot, let me
and
guess.
several of his friends chose the house of Jay Levin in an affluent Boca Raton neighborhood in Florida. Just after midnight, Levin heard noises outside his home and came out with a .40 semi-automatic handgun. He would later testify that he thought 16-year-old Drews, who was reportedly backing away as Levin came out, was also holding a gun. Levin opened fire and the teenager died after sustaining a gunshot wound to the back. The man pled guilty to manslaughter with a firearm in exchange for a sentence that was accompanied by a host of special conditions. He was given 10 years probation and had to spend short weekends in jail from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., the first year of his sentence. He was also ordered to perform 1,250 hours of community service and to pay the victim's family $750,000. Number 1. Danny Munro.
Okay, here we go. Number 1.
26-year-old Danny Munro from North Staffordshire, England, would often take his practical jokes to the extreme in order to shock those around him. On one occasion, he faked anaphylactic shock while he was driving.
What?
And in another
Oh,
prank,
boy.
he squirted ketchup on his body and pretended he'd been stabbed. After his latest stunt, Munro and his girlfriend had a conversation about his
This
behavior
dude looks
and how it
insane.
could put him in dangerous situations. Then in August of 2018, the woman found Munro hanging with a rope around his neck. She believed it to be another one of his pranks and
But
told
it's
him
real
to
this
stop.
time, let me
The
guess.
longer it went on, Munro's girlfriend started screaming and hitting him. She soon realized something had gone horribly wrong. A upon noticing that he was turning blue in the face. The woman called emergency services and Monroe was rushed to the hospital, where he died a few years later. A post-mortem
later?
examination attributed his death to massive brain swelling from compression to the neck.
Oh, so it took a long time before that happened. Okay, guys, so looks like that was it for when pranks go wrong. And Jesus Christ, I did not expect we're gonna be watching something really, really dark. Like, I thought it would be just couple pranks on YouTube accidentally did this and causing him to have a cut on his fingers. I didn't expect people to like he did this prank and he got shot in the head. For God's sake. This went a very, very dark turn, especially the last one. That dude just... I don't even know if I'm able to post this on YouTube now. I'm gonna have to censor out some of the pictures in this, especially the guy with the thing on his neck. Jesus. Guys, if you're gonna do a prank, make sure it's safe, it's harmless, it's not gonna hurt anyone, and the end result would be just people laughing. That's it. No bleeding, no shooting. What happened to the good old pranks? Putting a whipped cream on your friend's hand when he's sleeping, tickling his nose and him scratching it, putting whipped cream all over his face. What happened to those kinds of pranks, man? Some people are willing to go to the extreme just to get views and subs on YouTube, man, and that is insane. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did it, even though it's very dark. So if you did, please consider hitting like, subscribe, click the notification bell down there so you can get notifications on our daily uploads. And of course, follow our Instagram page to post more personal stuff there, like pictures, videos. Make sure your followers going to be linked in the description down below. And again, to the people who are liking, watching, and commenting our videos, thank you guys so much, and thank you for 275 subscribers. We from LOSG really appreciate you guys a lot. And oh, by the way, if you guys got any recommendations or videos you want me to watch, just comment them down below and I would react to it. I've reacted to all of the comments or all of the suggestions that are commented on our videos. So make sure you comment because I want to see what videos you want me to see. And that's it. Okay, so don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, good night.